What's good, YouTube? What's going on? Today is December 3rd, 2023. And this is your boy, Tommy D, a.k.a. Triple T, Trash Talker Tom, representing TD Sports Talk. And today I'm going to be Time Machine Tom. And we're going to go back in time. We're going to go back to yesterday, December 2nd. But we're going to go back 23 years, December 2nd, 2000. Big fight. We had Felix Tito Trinidad taking on ferocious Fernando Vargas. This was a unification title fight. It was a good one. And I'm just going to play the highlights here for you guys and hope you enjoy it.
Then you got to back it up, though. Big left hook by Trinidad, and Vargas is stunned. Vargas is stunned and down. Sensational left hook. Trinidad can't go to the well. He's not playing around now. Second knockdown. Okay. But this is what Felix said he'd do. No 3 knockdown rule in effect. Punished to the body for 7 or 8 rounds. This is an unusual situation. Now he got hurt by a right hand. Deadly and quick as Tito Trinidad. And Trinidad did everything he could to finish it right then and there. Give Vargas credit for showing some stability. Despite being down twice. And now Vargas tries to rake Trinidad out of the way of those punches. How he does it, you don't know. Right hand lands for Trinidad. Vargas pops back with a left. Get his legs back under him. That's what he should be doing. There was a brutal body shot by Trinidad that set up this assault, but Vargas is able to duck. And this is one of the first times you've seen Trinidad try to sprint early like this. Trinidad holding on to Vargas's right arm as Vargas whacked away with the left. Best rally of the fight for Fernando. He's ready to take off on you and go. Some of us really expected Vargas to be at angles and not, and he's been taking too many punches. Oh, good right hand. Throw your right hand before you throw your left. Wrong with Trinidad's right eye. Sees a chance and bangs away with the left. Hard right hand by Trinidad. Into the right eye of Trinidad. The first round. The young fighter seems to have gotten his feet under him. He takes a low blow. Keeps motioning Vargas back into the corner. Now Fernando wants to come out and fight. I really think it was Vargas who had the momentum going before the stop. You gotta give him 2 extra points, and down goes Tito. The fight was before, it just changed. Here comes Trinidad to try to follow up. I mean, check it, Vargas to try to follow up. Trinidad in trouble, he wasn't gonna let him off the hook. He got another low blow. And right now, Jim, it's a 3-point round for Vargas. Round 4 continues. Big left to the body. Felix backing straight up. Takes another left hook. From what I've seen in the corner, they're telling Tito that his eye looks okay. What you want him to do, spread that leg. Good left hook by Vargas. Left hook to the body by Vargas. Close to the belt line. At this time, Trinidad should be establishing much more effective at range right now. This is a dominant round. It was a thumb because there are no thumbs on these gloves, Jim, but it was a glove. That's what Fernando would prefer. No, well, let him say it. We can't do it. Trinidad making a comeback now in round 6 after having been thoroughly dominated in 3, 4, and 5. And Vargas, who was moving away early in the round, elects to trade with Trinidad and gets the better of him for the moment. Okay, Jim, amazing. 55-55, 3 rounds apiece. Tito Trinidad definitely caught up in round 6. Now Vargas got to understand that these latter rounds belong to Trinidad. You've got to box him. Another low blow. And another point deduction against Trinidad. A little short with that. Now he lands one in the count. All night he's been waiting for that. Corner, took him for 5 minutes. Does a macho battle, and it's been good left to the body by Vargas.
Trinidad was hurting the body, and he went after it.
He hit him again in the same spot, right above the trunk line there. Body punching. 10 seconds left in the round now. They come down the stretch of the round, and Vargas momentarily hurt because he stops and thinks for a second with the swelling. He hasn't blown his nose like he did. You want to make sure you throw uppercut. You're in the middle of the ring. A right hand from distance momentarily wobbles Vargas. Another combination. Vargas grabs and holds. Another big right hand by Trinidad. Vargas in trouble. He stands and another left to the body by Vargas. And that backs Trinidad up. That's what you want, Trinidad. You want to back him away. Make him back up. The body by Make him back up. And another left to the body. Trinidad to the ribs.
Right here. It's toughness of Vargas against.
I'm not the kind of fighter who'll run. I'll stand with him. I'll trade with him. I'll stay with him all the way. That's what Vargas does as he comes down the stretch in round 9. 3 rounds to go. Harold, both rounds were very close. One of the judges for this fight, Glenn Hamada, was also a judge for Trinidad De La Hoya, and he had that fight 114-114. Had another extremely close fight tonight. And a 1-point deduction for Vargas. Vargas is throwing low punches too. He probably was, and then you caution your referee if you're a good commission to be equal here. And that's not a bad for Don King to try to make his point. Mark Ratner, the executive director of the Nevada State Athletic Commission, was 2 seats away. Meanwhile, they're still busting each other. Now, Trinidad has definitely had the edge in power.
Well, then how's he going to win the fight, George?
Passion, commitment, pride, and absolute determination all the time. Try to match my will. That's what Felix Trinidad. Good left hook inside by Vargas. Vargas with a momentary flash of offense. There you go, Vargas. He's beating him to the punch, and he's rattling him. He's got his heart. He's got his power. Trinidad. Jim, there's no question. Out of the last 4 rounds, Tito Trinidad has released 3. Down goes Vargas. Fernando Vargas must score a knockout, or he's lost this fight. Down goes Fernando.
From instinct and courage.
He's out of it. He can't see Trinidad. He's about to get knocked out. Fernando trying to survive. Fires a couple of punches and holds on like a skilled veteran. He's a veteran. And that'll do it. The third right hand, the third knockdown of the round. A huge victory for Tito Trinidad.
He closes the show.
Perfect left-hand shot on the button by Felix Trinidad. And then seconds later, the second knockdown, and the one that made it clear that Vargas would need a near miracle just to finish the fight. And a merciful Jay Nady not bothering to count, but rather stepping in to end the onslaught and spare the brilliant young talent any further punishment at the hands of the devastating Trinidad.
And now the WBA and IBF 154-pound world champion, Felix Tito Trinidad.
There you have it. Tito Trinidad stops Fernando Vargas in the last round of their unified title fight. It was a war. And, I've heard things about Fernando upset about what Tito saying with the hand wraps and stuff like that. Obviously, that was never proven. And what's crazy is at the end of the fight, you clearly see Tito's gloves were off, and he's there celebrating with his gloves off. So if there was any problems or beef or issues, it could have been spotted by anybody. You know what I'm saying? And that wasn't the case. If there was any beef from Fernando, he could have just, attributed it to the low blows, right? Because the low blows definitely stopped the momentum of Vargas. But other than that, it was a great fight. Vargas said he was going to go toe-to-toe with Trinidad, and that's what he did, which was, I guess, obviously a mistake. But yeah, this is a great fight. I want to mention a couple other things. That was on December 2nd, which was yesterday. Today's December 3rd. But let's go back in time to 1982. 1982, December 3rd, a 24-year-old Thomas the Hitman Hearns defeated a 24-year-old Wilfred Benitez in a 15-round majority decision to win the WBC and vacant ring super welterweight titles. So that was a big fight in 1982. You're talking about 41 years ago. Also, that same night, Wilfredo Gomez defeated Lou Pintor in a 14-round TKO to retain his WBC and ring super bantamweight titles. And think about that, right? 41 years ago, they were fighting 15 rounds. So that was a 15-rounder and a 14-rounder. And then let's move up in time a little bit. December 3rd, 2011, Miguel Cotto got a rematch with Margarito, and he stopped Margarito in the 9th round. They stopped the fight due to Margarito's eye. So we had some good fights on December 3rd. Unfortunately, I don't have video of these fights. Maybe, in the future, I'll try to get more highlights and videos when we go back in time, like I did with the Trinidad and Vargas fight. Another big fight on 2005, December 3rd, Jermaine Taylor defeated Bernard Hopkins in, I believe this was the rematch, if I'm not mistaken. He beat Bernard Hopkins in a unanimous decision. I believe the rematch because I believe they fought twice. But either way, Jermaine Taylor retained his WBA undisputed, WBC, WBO, and the ring middleweight titles. So, yeah, a couple other fights also happened on this date. Last year, Tyson Fury fought Chisora. Also, there was another notable fight. Michael Mora defeated Ramsey Hassan to win the light heavyweight title, WBO light heavyweight title. This is before Michael Mora obviously moved up and became world heavyweight title later on. Yeah, so, once in a while, I'll try to go back in time. This is the second time I'm doing this, and I'll go back in time and, and do, kind of like a historic fights that happen on, like kind of like this date in boxing, kind of like what they used to do in this day in baseball. I'll try to do that for you guys. So that's all I got. Hopefully you guys come and join me again. I'll be on live most likely this coming Friday. We'll give our predictions for the Devin Haney Regis Prograis fight that's going to happen next week, next Saturday, and we'll recap some football games that's happening today, and what we usually do. So shout out to you guys that came through and show support to watch the video. Please hit the like. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Share the video if you can. Help me out to help you out. And, of course, leave any comments. You got any suggestions or comments, to help the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. This channel is not just for me. It's for you guys. You know what I'm saying? So we do boxing. We do all sports. You know what I'm saying? I'll even do a little bit of soccer. So, because I like soccer. So, yeah. So shout out TWT, the family. Shout out to you guys. See you guys this Friday.